Hey friends, how you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. This is The Mind is the Altar. My name is Haji. For those who don't know my name, if this is your first time, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Yes, today is Monday. You know how Monday go. It's a whole different vibe when it comes to Monday. So someone brought up about the dark night of the soul, right? The dark night of the soul. What is the dark night of the soul? When it comes to spirituality, man, the dark night of the soul, it only stands for one thing. You can call it purge, you can call it reborn, whatever it is. The dark night of the soul is when you're going through darkness, when you're going through rough time. It's almost when you are dead so you can be reborn. It's like when you're going through the darkness to make it to the light. When you're going through awakening so you can be awoke into the spiritual life, into the spiritual journey, right? So dark night of the soul is very painful. Sometimes it can be painful if you don't understand what's going on with you. It can be confusing, right? Now, nothing is just given. You have to go through a certain situation in order to get to a certain point, right? If you have a seed and you are planning on planting the seed, you have to bury it. The seed has to go through darkness, because when you bury it, there's nothing but darkness. Then it comes out to the light, and then it gives you fruit or whatever. But the seed, remember, it went through darkness just to make it out to the light, right? If you're about to dream, you have to close your eyes and you see nothing but darkness. Then all of a sudden you're in different dimension. You are dreaming, right? That's the kind of that is like some type of, how the dark night of the soul, how it's processed during your awakening. Let me tell you a couple of things, a couple of signs, right? You feel a deep sense of sadness during dark night of the soul. You'll feel like you just sad, and the sadness is triggered by humanity. All this, like all of a sudden you just feel like something is missing. Humanity is, we don't have humanity in us anymore. You will see the mistake on others. You will see those who are on the bad side of the ego. Like when you see people drinking, partying, fighting, cursing one another. And the sadness, it comes in because you are going through this dark night of the soul. So you see everything, and those who are not aware, they don't see this. When people are fighting each other, you feel like you want to cry. When people mean to each other, you feel like you want to stop it. Something within you just want to say, hey, all of you guys, just stop it. This is not how it's supposed to be. We're doing this wrong. The program, the matrix is really at work, right? But the saddest thing is you're going through this alone. Nobody knows. Because if you tell somebody, they will think you're a maniac. They'll put you in a crazy facility, or they'll think you're weird. So therefore you feel sad and lonely. You're going through the dark night of the soul, right? You feel suffering and emptiness. You will feel like going to your job from day to day. You will start to see the pattern. You know what I'm saying? You start to see how, if you wake up every day and you just pay attention to your pattern, what you do. For those who have jobs, like for 8 hours job or whatever, you do the same thing. You take the same route. You wake up the same time. You wake up. You take a shower at the same time. Same route. Same thing. It's like life and repeat. And you will see this pattern so clear to where you feel emptiness, like you are not successful. Like, what am I doing with my life? What is this? You will feel a sense of that this is not what is supposed to happen. This is not how it's supposed to be. The one voice, the one sensation that you feel is your higher self talking to you. And this right here, you're going through the dark night of the soul. Before you see the light, you'll face everything that's wrong with this earth, right? And you will lose interest. Lack of interest will come out of nowhere. The things that you used to enjoy, they're not enjoyable anymore, because you left the person who you are, the person who was vibrating on a lower vibration, the person who used to go to the parties, the person who used to drink, the person who used to enjoy. Some of you guys like to buy new shoes. Oh, I'm all about the new Gucci belt, new Gucci this, new that, new that. All of a sudden, all this stuff will come meaningless. You will see the world for what it is. And this right here, you will see the matrix also. All this advertisement. When you see an advertisement, when you're driving, you see an advertisement, do me a favor, look at it. What's going on is, even though you just look at it once, you might look away, but your subconscious mind, it will stuck in there. Your subconscious mind is trying to make sense of anything that it sees. It's trying to create the pattern, right? So when you see an advertisement while you're driving on a board, sometimes it's not for you, like right now. The message for your subconscious mind, the message to program you. When you see T-shirts, yesterday I was at the mall, or yesterday I was at Walmart, and there's this guy. He was wearing a shirt. He said, "All right, who's that?" Okay, sorry. There was this guy. He was wearing a shirt, and he says, "War is necessary," and he had a gun. Right? That shirt is not, I mean, for those who don't know, to them, he looked at the shirt and he says, it's cool. I want this shirt. Because he had a gun and he says, war is necessary. But the message of the shirt, once you wear it and you're walking around, believe it or not, those who are looking at that shirt, you are programming everybody with the message subconsciously. I'm not talking about, I know you're going to say, oh, it's just a shirt, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, already, it's not going to affect me. No. You're too worried about me. I'm talking the I am. I'm looking through your soul. Your soul is very easy to, your subconscious mind is very easy to program. So when you're looking at a shirt, war is necessary. That your subconscious mind, it will read that and it will stay there forever. Later on, when you need it, your subconscious mind, it will make it necessary for you to okay a war, for you to create a war when it's time is needed, when the time is needed for you to stop the war. The word war, when it comes in your mind, your subconscious mind will remember war is necessary. Now you're acting according to the message that you have read. The matrix and programming is like all over the place, and it's very deep, and it's right in front of you. Those who are aware, those who are going through the dark night of soul, they will suffer because they're aware, and they will see the suffering and emptiness in humanity, right? And you won't be interested in the things you used to be interested in more, because now you are aware these things are meaningless. You are here for a mission. And if you're going through the dark night of the soul, you will also experience numbers, seeing numbers, 1111. 1111. You know, if you write 1111, it stands like it's a gate. It's your beginning to open the gate to the light. It's a message from your angel. Start your journey to the right path, right? The message are given every day, especially when we ask. We're scared to ask. We only pray when something bad happens. We never pray just to do it. We never sit down and visualize just to attract what we need in our life, right? We only pray when some disaster things happen. That's messed up, right? So when you're going through the dark night of the soul, you will need a distance. If you ever feel like in need of just to get away from people, and you want to some long time, you want to isolate yourself, you want to find yourself, you know something's not right. Deep down, there's a question within you. There's something missing. You ever feel like something is missing? That's because the message, it got to you. Now you can choose to ignore it, or you can choose to find out. Question everything, right? Question everything. Because when you feel like you need a distance to isolate yourself, you will lose some friends and family, yes, but you gotta go find yourself in order for you to be in the right path. You are not just a sheep, you're a human, you exist. So you do have the right to question everything. And you do have the right to know. If you are willing, if you are looking for answers, then they shall be given to you. But you gotta have the right mindset and meditate and communicate with the higher self. You are a creator. You know what I'm saying? You are a creator. So use that. Okay? Everybody wants to know what's life. When you ask this question, to me, it falls in consciousness. Life itself, the universe itself, is one big consciousness. Okay? So you are going through this dark night of the soul so you can understand the light. You can know what the light is, how the light look like, without going through the dark. You're purging. Most of people, they will say they are awakening. So do not freak out. Don't feel lonely, because you feel lonely. Time don't exist, but when you're going through the dark night of the soul, you will really see that time don't exist. It will disappear. All right? Time is made so we can keep track of this materialism activity that we're doing here on earth, physical realm. But if you're going through the dark night of the soul, the best thing is to ground yourself, meditate, and listen to the messages. If you're getting numbers, everything, if you're getting anything from your guidance and spirits, or from the universe, or from the source, or you call it God, pay attention. Silence your mind. Silence the chatter. Stop thinking about yesterday and tomorrow. For once, sit down and observe everything's happening around you. Listen to the sound. Every single sound. Observe what's around you. Be in the present, and you will see what you was missing all along. You will see the message that was sent to you. You'll even see answers that was given to you. We're just ignoring these answers every day. Every day. Do me a favor. Write down a mantra. Write down a prayer. Every night you go, pray that, visualize, and pray and say that. Read the paper before you go to sleep. Whatever it is that you want, right? The dark night of the soul. You are like a butterfly. Still, it's in cocoon, trying to shed, spread its wings so it can fly. But you can't be reborn without you dying first. So, the dark night of the soul. It's painful, and you feel like you're lost, you're crazy. But in order for you to step into the light again, you gotta go through the darkness. So, please keep good vibes, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm coming with another video in a minute. I'm gonna be talking about God's plan. God's plan. Is it really God's plan? But that'll be another video. Don't forget to subscribe so you and I can talk, because you and I, we have a lot to talk about. So you can hit the like button if you like. I'll see you in the next video. Stick around. If you watch this, you're awesome. Thank you.